All right, guys, you're welcome to week 45 of the trading week, starting tonight. And we are going to be looking at the charts. And based on what I see on the chart now, we're going to analyze GDP USD, Euro USD, and also we're going to be talking about gold. So let's take a look at the chart. Now, what we have here is GDP USD on the weekly time frame. Now, looking at the GDP USD on the weekly time frame, first of all, technically speaking, we can see that the market is pulling back on this high that was broken. So we have there's my brush. Okay, here you are. So we have this break of high that happened by this impulsive move. As you can see, this impulsive move took out this high. And in other words, we have price coming down and then pulling back, and then got here, obviously created a lower high, which obviously fails to break this high. Price push up, created consolidation, and then finally took off that high. So we are seeing this as a pullback. Okay, that's the first thing on the weekly. We are seeing that as a pullback on the weekly time frame, which obviously we can see that price have this area of order block, which is also called the demand zone. Price may get there. We are not sure. It's a weekly candle. And also what we can see on the weekly is that, of course, this previous week, we have several candles that intend to drop. And we talked about it, price selling throughout last week. Remember, I mentioned that you should sell GU throughout last week. And you can see the week ended with a massive sell, even though there was a little bit push up that the market did. But the week obviously ended with a massive sell. Okay, now looking at this closeness of this candle, I just wanted to see a trend line that I'm going to put up there. From here, I'm going to put that trend line around this level. Okay, that's one trend line that is obvious. Remember, this is a weekly trend line. So we're looking at weekly. Okay, this is weekly trend line. So you're looking at that. And we have this area. All right, just put it on the body. So we have this area here that is being created for us. Now, with this price action, I want to mark two major areas on the daily time frame. So I want you to see this. This is the price action now. So we can see that price broke this small trend line and then retest, and obviously trending down. We can see that price is trending down, tracing down to this level. So we can see price created that break and retest on the daily time frame. We can see it's very clear now. So what do we anticipate? The first thing is I want to mark two areas on the chart, a very key area of support and resistance. So the first support area I want to mark is I want to pay attention to. The first support area I want to mark is, let me just code in, putting the figures there, is 29, 7, which already price broke. I want you to know that was a strong support in the past. Price broke that support. Okay. And I told you that you should also pay attention to a resistance level of 131. So let me look at that resistance level, 131 area, which is here. Okay. Price broke outside it, so we couldn't trade above it. So this is now clear that we are still very much bearish on GDP USD. We are still very more bearish. So the next thing we should anticipate is an area that price will get to, which is taking out this low, first of all. So we'll be targeting this low. So that would be like 128, or we should be targeting 127. So then price could rally up again. So we're looking at 127 psychological level. All right, 127 psychological level for a major bounce back that price may give us. I'm concerned about this secondary order block, which price has reacted to. As you can see, price reacted to that secondary order block on the daily. So I'm concerned about that. So that could be a very strong, another area of price action that we could see. Possibly price will come back to that area. Okay. So now this is our range. I've marked out our range. This is how we marked out the range, the key levels on a higher time frame. So we're going to go down to the lower time frame, like 4 hour now, to do the final analysis. So now on the 4 hour time frame, this is what we see. This is what we have. The 4 hour is bearish. As you can see, if we put our trend line there, you will notice that the 4 hour is obviously bearish. So I'm not trying to mark the line so that you can see it as line. I'm just showing you the direction of the market, that the market is actually bearish right now on the 4 hour, which is great. So we can see what happened. Price break that key level that we marked on a 127, 129, 700. Price broke that support level and then retest. It took a while for price to play around that area, and then price retest it again and reject it. So we are anticipating that price will smash all the way down to break this key level and continue. So this is the direction I see that is going. Price break again, probably break this key level, retest, and continue to the downside. Or price could reverse. But at the moment, we are still looking for more sales. So GU, as far as I'm concerned, I am looking for sell. Now, let me confirm that, first of all, although GU is indecisive based on movements that have been happening, but let me show you here something on my edge final quickly. Let me go to sentiment and position. Okay, let's look at the COT data first. Now, on the COT data, we're looking for British pounds and USD. So now this is the British pound. This is the position of the big guys. So they are buying more than they are selling. So we have more of the not commercials, the money makers buying GU right now. This week, they just placed a lot of order buys. We're going to look at it in a moment. This week, then, so let's look at British pounds first, and then we'll compare it with GU. So let's highlight GDP USD. So this is GDP USD. Now, these are the long contracts. These are the position. This was a contract before, all right? Due to this is latest weekly COT fillings, okay? So this is the contract that was filled in. And we can see that the reason GU was struggling to sell and also, pushing up and down. So we can see that GU have more contract coming in buys, okay? And also we have compared to the short. So the short is less. Now, last week, we have them reducing a lot of contract from the buy. So they subtract from the buy, and then they also add more to the sell, but not a lot. So you can see that the difference, the net difference is here. So we have long position percentage and short position percentage. So we can agree with that the buyers are more. But the problem is the net change that happened between them is on the negative. So in other words, the market is still indecisive to give us a direction, whether it's going to push up or it's going to put down. But we can tell that there is momentum coming into the British pounds. So let's look at the USD. Now, on the USD side, we also have buys. More buys has been put in this week. As you can see, the long contract this week was put in, and the percentage difference, you can see that is within 52 to 51. So in other words, you can compare the pair now, USD, British pounds and USD. You can compare the pair that both pair wants to go up, both prices wants to rise. So this will bring consolidation. Let me explain that in a very simple sentimental analysis. So here's a sentimental analysis of British pounds. Let's look at it. You see, look at this area here. Let me select the symbol. Wait a minute. I wanted to select. Okay, good. Let me select only British pounds, okay? All right, look at it. This is British pounds. Look at the sentiment, 58 against 42. So this will create consolidation in the market because the money makers are going at obviously lesser, which is 42, and people want to buy, which is for now. This is people oriented. This is the population. This is the retail traders. This is the behavior that they are having in the market. So at the moment, this is what they have. So they are looking forward to selling. The retail traders are looking forward to selling more. I mean, buying more than they are selling. But we know that based on sentimental analysis, you go with the minority, not with the majority. So that's why GU will still drop. Okay, just to give you that heads up. So let's go to the next pair because we're not going to spend all day analyzing GU. Let's go to Euro USD. Now, Euro USD is here. I will go to the daily just to quickly look into what is going on. Now, as you can see on the daily, I'm going to mark a support level and a resistance level. First, the support level is 105, which price 105. Price has broken that, and resistance level will be 108. So let me put that on. So we have 108. That is a support level, sorry. That is support level. And we have resistance level 105. So, I mean, this is the key area here. So resistance and support level. So now the reason I marked this one of this is major potential resistance that price will bounce off from. So what we see now, the price rejected at this key level, which is now support. All right, price rejected there, and we notice that price bounces off and is coming back to retest. So here's the deal. We anticipate that price will break that level. Okay, so you put your trend line there. You have a trend line, obviously, and this is what you're gonna get. We have another trend line, obviously. Remember, this is a daily candle. So I'm just giving you a direction now of what the market will do. Now, this is what we have. So we are anticipating the price will break. Very simple strategy. Price will break this level, retest, and continue to the side. So this is the area we're anticipating that price will get to overall before rejecting to continue to the upside, whichever direction it wants to go. So at the moment, what you're waiting for is two things. Either price you will buy when price break above, because I'm anticipating that this pullback, this is a possible retracement that the markets want to do. Okay, a possible retracement. So we're expecting price to pull back in there. So this is how you do it. You want to wait that this candle break, this trend line breaks above, and then you buy. When you buy, you're going to buy and exit at 61. and then expect a price action towards the downside. Expect a price action. Price may force this way and break through. That depends. So this is the way you want to look at the trade this week. If it pushes up, remember we have several reports coming in on the 5th and on the 7th of this month of November, this week, this particular week. So we have two major important news coming in that may move price either to break out of this area to the downside or to the upside. So yours is to watch. You have to watch. If price just break down to the downside without breaking up, then you wait for a pullback into that key area and then take your sell and you're targeting this area. Simple as that. Now, the reason I'm giving you that orientation is because the market has been pushing up for a while and then started dropping and then took out current previous lows. Now, price came here and created a support. So acting on that, we need to use the trend line to see whether the end of the trend has happened. But at the moment, we are not sure until these two trend lines are broken. So that's GU for you. So the next thing you want to look at is this, is to check the sentimental position of that pair. So this is Euro USD. Let's look at Euro USD sentimental position. Now, this is the sentimental position of Euro USD. What do you see? So we see that based on the sentimental position of Euro USD, the market will go down more. So remember, we'll go with the minority, not with the majority. We go with the minority. So sometimes the majority will push price up, but eventually price will go into the direction of the minority. And that is how it works. So let me go show you the smart money indicator on that pair. This is Euro USD. Now look at the smart money behavior here. This area here, this last bit here. Look at, this is the net COT positioning. This is price, and this is the net retail positioning. So the retail are buying, whereas the big guys are selling it. So you see the difference. So the retail people position, this is the retail position. They are putting price to buy. So retail positions are pushing price up, but the net COT, the big guys, they're dropping. Price is going down. So in other words, price is at the bottom. Still, currently, price is at the bottom. So we have to go with the direction of the price and then with the direction of the COT. So that is what you want to see. The price is at that level and you want to go in that direction. So sentimentally, we are right to go with that. So we're going to be selling, looking for sell on Euro, except this trend line break. When the trend line break, we'll look for a minor retracement to the upside. We're still going to be selling. So this is how it looks like on the 4-hour. So we have this 4-hour pattern here, and we expect price to break, come down, all right, break this level or reject, and then we can look for price action. For those of you who scalp a little and get out of this trend line, except you wait for trend line to break above, then you can start buying until you get to this fib level, which is 0.105 psychological level, or you wait for price to break that tiny bit of trend line, which is obviously matching up with that as well. And then you want to look for that break of trend line and then wait for a retest and then sell all the way to this level here. So that's for that. And then let's go to gold. Now on gold, there are several things that we need to pay attention to based on the trend and the market behavior, the sentiment of the geopolitical events, politics coming in the US, election next week. I mean, this very week. So we can tell that gold may push higher. So let's look at the weekly. So this is the weekly candle of gold, and we can see that there is a strong rejection to the downside. So a minor drop may happen. So first of all, this is weekly. So we may have another weak candle that may drop lower because of the behavior of that candle. Now, we see most of that times that the market will create that strong rejection and it will continue to the upside, create a strong rejection of that type, and it will continue to the upside. So don't be deceived. We have that happen multiple times with gold. Okay, just do your back test, you see it. So just in case, just because you see this strong rejection doesn't mean that the market will sell. It's just another way of inducing liquidity. So let's see. On the daily, we have this pattern here, which is great. So we have a strong support level that we need to pay attention to. So we have this strong support area here. And then we cannot mark this area high. So the question is, gold is bullish. So we whether you're trading gold, you should wait for a potential buy. Every time, look for potential buy. So for us to sell more, we need to wait for price to break below this level, and then we can sell all the way to this bottom, to this area, price area here, or we can look at this price action here. You can sell. Remember, this is daily candle, and you can take your first TP in that area, and then you can extend to this area if you want to. But looking at this now, price is pushing backward. So it's a retracement on this zone. So let's look at the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, obviously we're bullish, so we know that. So price has tapped into this area. So the obvious price action will be on this major key area here, because this is one impulsive move that happened. Okay, price created equal high, and then here, until this high is broken, we have no structure. So we have one impulsive move, and then price is retracing. So this is the whole impulsive move. Price is retracing. So all we need to pay attention to is this order block level here. So I'm looking at where price is going to bounce off. Again, so we're having price has not come there. It's a bit, it just tap into it a little. Okay, which obviously, remember, demand zone and supply zone, once it's tapped, it's tapped. So the second tap may not be valid. So we want to watch a price action here, that price reject at this level. So price reject at that level, that can give us opportunity to buy. So don't sell gold, please buy gold. Do not sell gold, please buy gold. So I'm trying to give you a trend, a channel there. How is it doing that? So, okay, let's just use that support level to help us. So the next thing you want to wait for is a possible break to the upside. So that means you're going to go down to the 1 hour to create that. So on the 1 hour, you put a trend line there. So what that means is, if this trend line break to the upside on the 1 hour time frame, you're going to buy, and possible price will take out that high and go to, we're looking at 2000, 2000, 2000, 2000. It's already 2000 though. To the upside. So we're looking at price going to 3,000. No, not to 3,000 yet. Yeah, price will not get to 3,000 yet. We're looking at 2008, 2,850 level. Where's it? Where's 2,850? 850. There we are. Somewhere around here, 2,850. So let me mark it out. Expect price to get to 2,850. 800. Let's do 2,800. A break, then break above, then 800 first TP, second TP will be 2,850. That level. So this is where you want to mark for possible push up for gold. So break, retest, continue to the upside, take your TP one, and then if we're still in the week, price will drop, maybe not, but I can see liquidity all over this place. So price will take it up and then bounce back and then continue to the upside. So this is how gold is going to be. So you're buying gold this week. Let me give you a confirmation on that. First of all, let's look at Let's look at the COD data on gold. Let's select gold. This is silver. This is, oh yeah, it's gold. This is gold. All right. Now, this is gold. We can see that gold is extremely bullish. The COT data shows that more buys are coming in. We have a little subtraction that came in last week. So they reduced the order, and now they added more sell. But looking at the short percentage and the long percentage, we are still bullish. And also, if you check the net change in position based on the position, we can see that this area here, this is the open interest, this is the open interest of both. So we can see that the net position is bullish. So overall, we are still strong in bullish. Of course, there's a minor drop that happened. We have, like we're seeing on the chart, okay? So let me show you one more thing here. Okay, we need to round it up now. Let me show you one more thing here. And that would be, let's look at let's look at the data analysis of gold right here. So this is gold, okay? Now we can see on gold we're neutral, but if you check the market sentiment, that's what you want to focus on based on the market sentiment. You see that the COT data is higher, and also compared to the COT data of short, the long, more big guys, market makers are buying gold. So, and on the retail sentiment, we have something different. So at the moment, temporarily on a short term, price is selling. So seasonality giving, that price will go down a little bit at this time next week, a little bit for minus this. For that reason, we should be looking at this area of gold that price may take out this liquidity area. So if price break below this area, we wait for a test and we sell to this key level. That's it. So that's what we're looking at if that happens. So for that reason, these are my positions that I'm going to be looking at on this pair. So please watch them, pay attention to the key areas that are marked, the trend line that are marked, and this will help you to take your positions. All right, guys, happy trading and enjoy. If you're new to this site, to this channel, to this page, subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on your bell notification. I'll see you in week 46. Bye for now.